Hey guys, NAMM 2019, day 3, coming towards the end of it, and I'm with Simon from Origin. It's your first time at the NAMM show?
It is.
Are you loving it?
Absolutely loving it.
Are you staying sane?
I am not staying sane, that's why I'm saying I'm absolutely loving it.
So 2 new products from Origin. Kind of seems weird that you build them in the UK and we have to come all the way to LA to hear them for the first time.
Absolutely.
But hey, that's what it's all about. So a new, slightly prototypey looking drive pedal,
Yep.
and a slightly less prototypey looking Cali 76 stacked edition. So what do you want to show us first?
Okay, let's have a look at the drive pedal. So we looked at the Revival drive when we released that last year. We did an Andertons video, so I guess everybody knows about that. They know that it sounds absolutely fantastic, of course, but slightly daunting for some people. So what we've done is we've taken some of the less essential features out, like the ghosting, for example. That's great if you love vintage amps, but we've simplified it so that most people will get by extremely well with this unit. And we've got the graphic down here, so we've got gain, highs, lows, output, dry blend, and then our special combined presence and more control.
Fantastic. So what are the guys hearing? I know we've plugged direct into the camera. What are they kind of hearing it through?
So what we're hearing will be the drive pedal through this Victory V40.
Yeah.
The amp's completely clean, so all the drive will be coming from the pedal.
And then we've got some amp simulation or something, have we? Or
we've got, in the back of this cabinet, we have got the Victory running into like a dummy load.
Yeah.
Then that's going through a very fancy binaural impulse response of a cabinet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
So that's what we're hearing. Well, let's have a little bit of a play.
Okay. So we'll start with the bridge pickup. It's really touch sensitive, so if I play quiet, it's nice and clean. So that's like a Marshall.
A lovely chewy sag to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. That's like a Marshall setting. We can tweak it. We can make it a bit brighter. We can switch the presence off because that's like a Marshall thing. Tighten up the bottom end a bit, and we'll have something a bit kind of more fendery. So. And that's the neck pickup, so when it really barks on the bridge.
And I noticed that the volume on the V40 is only at like 9 o'clock, so that'll be totally clean. So all the drive
absolutely.
is coming from the pedal.
Yeah, that's right.
It sounds great. I like that a lot.
Thank you very much.
Anything else you want to tell us about this, or should we dive on over to the 76?
The only thing I'd say is that we've got a 3-way switch, so in the up position, it'll sound great through a flat power amp, or you can run it straight into Pro Tools. Then you've got a switch position that will work through a blackface Fender, and then something that will work through a Marshall, and just one pot to kind of tweak it to find the best sound. So just nice and simple, you know.
Very cool. Any idea how much this is going to be in England yet?
Yeah, it's going to be $299 in the UK.
Oh, okay, so it's a fair old saving on the big
absolutely.
one. Good. Right, let's jump on over to the
Okay.
Cali.
Right, as it's compression, I'm going to swap guitars.
No problem. Cool, so we've switched over to a Telecaster, a little bit more spanky. It'll demo the compressor a bit better. But yeah, so what's different on the stacked edition to the regular one?
Okay, so we've got 2 of our kind of Cali 76 style compression blocks inside one pedal this time. We have got 2 helpful lamps here, which show which compressor is working and when. We have got a combined attack and release control for the first compression block, and another combined attack and release control for the second, and our fancy gold knob that's been getting lots of attention will send different amount of signal from the first compressor to drive the second compressor. So you can drive it gently, in which case it's like having mainly one compression stage working, or we can drive it really hard and get loads of sustain, loads of snap, like just like a massive compression effect. So we'll start off with just the single compression stage, which will be akin to a Cali 76 Compact Deluxe.
That's cool. I don't know if you want to come in a bit, you can kind of see the lights. You really dig in, you can just see that second stage.
Yeah, that's it. So it's eager to get to work, but we haven't quite unleashed its power yet. So let's unleash the power. So we'll turn it up to there. I'll turn it down, otherwise it get a bit too loud.
Starting to drive the amp a little bit now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're getting loads of sustain. Then the guitar gets really sensitive, so I can do hammer-ons and pull-offs and things. And it starts to feel a bit like an overdrive pedal, but it's completely crystal clean, you know. So let's keep going. So it's kind of different, really. I don't know of another compressor.
What's the? I'm a bit of a ignoramus when it comes to the sort of this idea of stacking compressors. Is that something that you come up with, or is that sort of a generally accepted studio technique? Or
I think it's a thing that some people have done in the studio. Typically, I think a lot of classic recorded guitar tones, when they were DI'd, they would use stack compressors to get it to respond and feel like an overdriven amplifier, because otherwise it just feels very sterile. So, but I don't think...
What's the chain here as well? Are we going into this and then into this? Could we, or is it into this first?
We're going into this first and then into everything else, so we can stack.
Yeah, so if we sort of dialed this back a bit, but then could we see what that sounded like?
It would sound quite crazy, but let's do it anyway. So this is already giving us like 50 dB of clean gain.
5.0 or 1.5?
5.0.
5.0.
So we're gonna get a bit crazy, but we'll start with the drive on.
That does feel, I mean, it's mediumly loud, but not like insanely loud. But that does feel like you've just gunned an old Marshall like full, and the amp's going, whoa, that's cool, man. I like it. When is this out?
So this is going to be shipping in around 6 to 8 weeks.
Cool. And price-wise on that?
Gosh, you know, my brain has gone. It is going to be more than
a little
these.
bit more than a Cali 76.
Yes.
Oh, well, look.
I think maybe 379 or
okay, well,
something
we'll
like
put
that.
links in the description below over to the Andertons website. And as soon as we know what these are going to be, that's where you'll find out. Anyway, thank you very much, man.
Thank you so much. That was a real pleasure.
That's great. Really cool. Anyway, like and subscribe. We got tons of NAMM content coming out this year. Don't forget also, if you're looking for drums or keyboard and tech products, those are going on the other Andertons YouTube channels. Anyway, I'm dying.